EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. Taken at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Second and 9 at the 18-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Second and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
The tackle man at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 6.
Come on.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Second and 6. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a magical third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Buchanan. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down, it's Blue. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
And that's run here early on. It does take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here we go.
Second and 2. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now a toss, left side, it's Blue. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jaden Blue, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. One after here coming up. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Steelers 7, Raiders nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, it's Williams. And hauled in here by Rivera. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
Partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's a gain.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action. Now Williams. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the gun, here's Williams. And he will find his man on the outside. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, here's Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
He was taken down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers.
Throwing is Williams. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
15 yards on the play. That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
To throw, Williams. And that one too wide and incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Williams going to look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Rivera. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22.
12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. They run with Blue. Able to spin free. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jaden Blue, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Raiders 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's Williams. And that's complete to Mitchell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
This is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a 1st down.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing again here, Williams. Another one caught by Collins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard
After
line.
one, a 14-3 ball game. 2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep back.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Nico Collins, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jefferson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and 19. To the air, Williams. He finds Rivera. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. Now he's loose again. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jaden Blue on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Raiders 10.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Over the middle, complete. That's Rivera.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To throw once more, here's Williams. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready for that?
Back to throw again. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jaden Blue on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
28. Raiders 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? And now, did we see that right? They accepted the pass interference penalty, gave possession.
That's the wrong freaking button, bro.
Boy, someone's got to have their wires crossed. That just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, like, man.
Back to throw. Williams. He finds his man. Complete. That's Rivera. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's a toss right side to Mitchell. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Ah, come on.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
yards. That's another Raiders first down.
Williams from the gun, he'll throw. Williams looking to do it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect.
These folks can't catch, man.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Ready to hard. Here we go. Park Spurs. Park Spurs. Park Spurs. Park Spurs.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Hey, that's my man. I got him.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Williams looking to do it himself. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Oh, that's tough.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. And the defensive penetration there blew that play up. And got
Why did he step up and then
The snap of the football, got upfield into the backfield, and created the big play.
just do a
That's the
regular
key to
handoff, bro? What you
everything.
have to do all that for?
And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course,
This
is a
guy
penalty.
just do what he wants. Yeah, you beat me last year. I ain't had no type of speed last year. Got a little bit this year though.
Ready to up. Hey.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type
Come
of
on, rookie.
And boy, it paid off.
Damn.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for the running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
After After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Come on, ready.
On third down, they run with blue. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll try and run again with blue. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the
So good. I sound this running back out of free agency. Man.
38 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
4 yards. That's another Steelers first down. First and goal, Pittsburgh.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw. Jefferson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From a yard out. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
What is it?
A give here to Mitchell. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
I was going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal.
I did not see that man over there, man.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I did not see dude over
When the
there
rookie
at all.
QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
This is what we're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
1 play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from going up by 30. Point after try forthcoming. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talking about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we were worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ready, sit up.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Ready, sit up.
Back to throw. Williams. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
And these folks got sputter hands.
Can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too.
They dropped everything.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, here's Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rivera. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jefferson. Open man right side, that's McConkey. And he will have a Steelers 1st down, at least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Maffa. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
He used to work relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they'll toss it here to Blue. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Maffa is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. And he's here. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. T. Higgins with career touchdown number 70. And the Steelers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll go play action here with Williams. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards.
Man, for you have stars on your offensive line, they ain't blocking.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
70 range, 19, Tiger, go!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Now he's into the clear again. He's on his way. And he's in. Touchdown.
I don't know who let this running back go to free agency, but that was crazy to let this dude go.
7 yards. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this
Yeah, that's crazy. But I got 2 rookies on my. I got 1 rookie on my offensive line. I got 2 defensive linemen on my D line. I got a rookie linebacker. Neither one of them first rounds either. I had 1 first round and the 3rd round. The rest of them was 5, 6, 7 picks.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Shoves him away. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed. And oh, the ball's out. High fumbled it.
A lot of bad news.
How did he not pick that up?
Wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 Lion.
Operating from the gun. Hyde. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. weren't able to do so.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line.
Oh, that was a linebacker on him. Dang.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 2-2 Atwell.
They almost kept up with
51
us.
yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, good move. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
First down, and they go right back to Blue. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Why is Taylor Williams on defense?
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Blue on the taunts. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It carries like that.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy there.
That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. Roll, roll, roll. 19.
It's crazy.
A carry now for Maffa. Down to the 42, 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here.
You just 2 o'clock, man.
Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
All right. Yeah.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now a handoff to Blue running left side. Past the 20. 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jaden Blue, 41 yards.
You better not get hurt again, boy. You missed all last season.
They lead it big here in the 4th.
Yeah, he did the same thing to Tony. And he had put his
They're going for
quarterback
two.
at
They'll kick the
cornerback.
point after. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as he just added on to that big lead. 19. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ball carried by
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. They'll run with the former Blue, and this is Carson Steele. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. High. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do, go and get more. Look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go again with Blue. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Elijah Holden up to make the stop. Now 2nd and 9.
Come on. Set. Gravity line. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings brings up fourth.
Yeah, he time.
The Steelers send out
Yeah, he didn't got over 300 rushing yards.
away for the second time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
See, I need a punter.
And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into the next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. High. They got his man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're winning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the
Yeah, I
fantasy
took
guys.
Yeah, it's just something.
my starting safeties out. I didn't really wish them getting hurt.
This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah,
And my cornerbacks.
62. Raiders 26.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for the Steelers.
Let's be honest, man.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close.